Hey guys, it's Debbie Potts, and I wanted to do another video blog deep dive rabbit hole on how to improve metabolic health, metabolic flexibility, and how we need to individualize what we should be doing each day. As men and women are a little different, and our results we get from a metabolism test, as I do with Pinoe, is going to be different. So if you're watching the video, let me scroll up to the sample report on an exercise test. As I continue to talk about testing and not guessing, we'll talk a little bit today. I found some great articles on how to speed up your metabolism to lose weight from Lumen came in the inbox today. And Dr. Stacy Sims has a great article for women, how if you are fit and active female athlete, you may want to dive into this blog from drstacysims.com, as I think it's super important to look at. All carbohydrates are not bad, supplements, hormones, all that. She did have a post today, Stacy Sims did, on the importance of resistance training. And also today in my email inbox, I got, that was from Levels, had an article on fasted. And then this was my other one I got in the inbox today. Dr. Peter Attia, who everyone is listening to, his new episode, Optimizing Muscle Protein Synthesis, Crucial Impact of Protein Quality and Quantity, and the key role of resistance training. So I know Peter Attia in his book and his podcast talk about the pillars of health. Somehow social media has switched the focus to longevity on VO2 max and VO2 max testing and zone 2 training and HIIT training. Now, I use metabolism testing for clients if you want to come to Del Mar, California, San Diego, and test with me and come walk on the beach afterwards, as I just did Friday. We can test your VO2 max, but what I'm trying to get the point across, VO2 max is one part of the puzzle to improve the aging process. Even Peter Attia on his website, in his book, on his coaching program, it is just not the only thing. VO2 max, resistance training, and interval training. So when we do a Pinoe meta, yes, it helps for athletes get a program, giving them the data and figure out a personalized program. If you are confused of how much you should eat, when, and why, workout days, non-workout days. If you are confused about what is the calorie intake per day, and you can see when we do your metabolism testing at rest, we can tell you, guess, range of where you are today on how many calories you're burning at rest, how much fat to carbohydrates you are burning. As we can tell with the RER, the respiratory exchange ratio of oxygen in, carbon dioxide out, calculates out to figure out, are you burning fat or carbohydrates? So your fat burning efficiency will help us figure out your metabolic health. Put that with your blood chemistry markers as A1C, your insulin, and your fasted glucose and some other markers, and then figure out how you should eat, how you should train. These are suggestions in a report, but also, looking at screen time, sleep, stress management. There's a lot of different things, not just looking at here's how many calories you need at rest, but let's add in exercise calories, your daily activity calories, a thermic effect of food, and having what calories you need right now, as well as testing your body fat composition, looking at your lean to fat mass, and increase your metabolism so you can burn more calories at rest, so you can improve fat burning. So part of metabolic testing, this is a resting test. The exercise report will look at your VO2 max or your VO2 peak, but we can also talk more about looking at how your zone 2 is, where you're burning the peak fat burning, and looking at metabolic crossover point, and then figuring out what are your heart rate training zones, what is your focus going to be throughout the week for your workouts, looking at HIIT training versus sit training versus zone 2, but where does resistance training fit in? And if you look at the reports, this is a sample resting metabolism report. If we see that this person has slow metabolism based on their gender, age, height, weight, this is a horrible carb, fat, protein ratio, but what this person needs on workout days and non-workout days, I wouldn't go that high of carbs for most people. We know even Dr. Gabrielle Lyon talks about your protein, 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight, and their carbohydrates are around 30 grams per meal, and 130 is average per day. But if you're athletes, you're going to add a little bit more here. And this is going to be individualized. This is just a sample report. So if we